Red makes high-end motion picture cameras for the digital age. We are the sort of predominant resource these days for the major motion picture industry for digital cinema. People like Peter Jackson and David Fincher and Steven Soderbergh and Baz Luhrmann and et cetera, Sam Raimi, all use our cameras to make big Hollywood movies. Ridley Scott's another one that you go to the movies to see. They all use our cameras, one of them sitting right behind me here. As well as lots of independent filmmakers and music videos and commercials and television, and that's what we do for a living. We've been a huge fan of this whole Thunderbolt thing since it was just discussion. Even before it was called Thunderbolt, when it was called Light Peak, we were like, oh, we're really paying attention to this whole Thunderbolt thing because our world is all about high-speed data and moving high-speed data in a most critical environment. When you're shooting stuff and you've got to move that data around the world, it's hypercritical, right? And everybody's caring and they're spending a lot of money to make sure that their movies are being shot correctly. So when it all comes down to it, it ends up on a little hard drive or a little solid state drive, and then it all has to be copied and moved over, and people want it to be fast and they need it to be reliable. And they also want things to be small and portable. Our cameras are so small and portable, but up until now, if you want to take a workflow onto the set, you use a typical sort of tower configuration, a Mac tower or a PC tower, right? The holy grail is, boy, it sure would be great if we could get like super high speed data transfer and all the ability to use all the things we do on a big tower, but bring it into a portable laptop style configuration. And with the advent of Thunderbolt, that becomes a reality. We're sort of on the cusp of all this happening. So Apple's put Thunderbolt on their laptops, it's across the line, and what you're seeing right now is a number of companies, there are 4 that I know right off the top of my head, I'm sure there are more coming, that are integrating Thunderbolt solutions to work with our PCI card. So we build a specialized hardware card called a Red Rocket card. And it's typically designed to go in a big tower computer, right? Because that's the traditional workflow. So with the advent of Thunderbolt, there's a number of companies that are able to build portable solutions that can take the card, and then we connect it via this single Thunderbolt cable to a Mac laptop, and suddenly you have all the power you had in a tower in a portable configuration. The beauty of Thunderbolt for us, I mean, we're going to see lots of things come to fruition, but the fact that it's roughly 10 times faster than, say, FireWire or USB, even USB 3, right? As that starts to mature and you're starting to see like a bunch of drive solutions that start to become price normalized, I think the challenge right now is the cost differential for some of the portable drive solutions is just a little too much for mass adoption. But obviously everything over time equalizes, and I think at some point you'll see Thunderbolt portable drives at the same price or lower than FireWire drives or USB drives. I'm trying to give a push to the industry, like, it's really cool that you're doing it, but if it's 3 times as much, forget it. It's got to be the same price or lower, and you get the speed benefit, and then you kill, and then everybody uses this thing, and FireWire gets retired, and USB gets retired, and that's it.